Hey, that's right, fans. I just pulled in. Getting ready to pick up those comic books. Stay tuned for the haul. Hey, comic book fans! Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, yes, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you another episode of Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. That's right, fans, this is episode 390, only 10 away from episode 400. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for giving the video last week a thumbs up. I reached 107 likes, which I thought was pretty good. I would love if at any time you subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. Give the video a thumbs up. Let's try to beat 107. And don't forget to hit that all-important notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And again, if you're new to this series, this is a video series where each and every week I show you, the fans, what I picked up at the comic book store. So, with that being said, let's dive into this haul, shall we? Alright, so here we go. The mysterious black bag. Always inside is what? Comic books. That's right, guys. Comics. That's inside this bag. So, the black bag always goes on the floor. I pick it up later, don't worry. I don't leave them around too long. Alright, so we got the books here. So, let's get busy. First things first is I wound up getting this J.J. Abrams, Henry Abrams, Sarah Pacelli, like, I guess it's a sketch thing on the new series, Spider-Man issue 1, to kind of give you, like, what it was like here in the book without any dialogue and whatnot, and the black and whites and things like that. So it's kind of cool to see a cover like that, or kind of see, like, a book like that, just in its development stages. So that's what you get here. And then it gives you this little preview here of Symbiote Spider-Man issue 1 with the Hobgoblin rages through Manhattan. So that was kind of cool. Alright. Obviously, I got bags and boards. And then I wound up finally getting my copy of Catwoman issue 15, the Art Germ variant, which this was my cover of the week last week. This is a great cover. Really looks like kind of like Michelle Pfeiffer on there. You got those green eyes. You got that style of Catwoman suit there. I love this cover. It was great. Last week, my shop didn't get these books because when they did come in, they were damaged. So they had to reorder them. So this is cool. And from what I know, this is the final cover that Art Germ is doing for the Catwoman series. So that will be missed. And I probably won't read that book anymore. All right. So next, we go on to the couple independent books I wound up getting. And I wound up getting a Middle West. This is issue 11, written by Scotty Young. Really great fantasy adventure type of style of book. I've said this in the past. I would like you guys, if you do decide to read this book, I would say read it in trade. So you obviously know what's going on in this particular story, because it's not really story arcs. It's just one continuous story going forward with the whole thing. So we get to see that here. All right, so that is Middle West. This is issue 11. All right, next. I got this book, never read it, but I get it for the J. Scott Campbell covers, because I do tend to try to collect his covers when they're affordable, okay? This is Vampirella. This is issue 3. This is a pretty cool cover here. As you get to see Vampirella, she's, on a bunch of skulls, and she's holding a skull, and it's like got eyeballs that are looking at her. Like, look at that. So really nice colors. Also, it's kind of, the red is very vibrant, but the outline around it's pretty cool. So that's neat. When you look at the inside of the art, I don't know. It's cool at times, because I was looking at it, but it's the facial expressions in here look a little bit weird, So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to read this. Again, I got it mainly for the J. Scott Campbell artwork on the cover. But yeah, so that's Vampirella. This is issue number 3. Celebrating, obviously, the 50th issue, or the 50th issue of Vampirella itself, I guess. All right. Moving on now. We have back-to-back weeks of Batman. So we have Batman issue 79 this week. Here we have Catwoman on the cover, and she's doing battle against I don't know who that is, actually. If you guys know who that is in the cover right there, let me know, but I'm not sure. Oh, the Menace of Magpie, I guess? I don't know. Tony S. Daniel did the cover art for here. You got Batman fighting in the background. Last issue, we had this whole thing dealing with, like, Magnum P.I. Batman or Bruce Wayne. And now we have more of Magnum P.I. Bruce Wayne. And it looks like we get to see Selina and Batman actually reconcile their relationship. And it looks like Bruce Wayne is training. They're like doing some Cirque du Soleil shit, you know? She's on top of him. He's doing one-arm push-ups. I mean, he's a stud, right? He's Magnum P.I. So, yeah, you got more of this going on in here. Artwork is gorgeous. Again, Clayman does the artwork. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just feel like this book is just a real stall to get to where it needs to get to. So, yep, issue 79 of that one. All right, next. I'm trying this book out because we have the whole Year of the Villain situation, and Lex Luthor has been kind of the main antagonist of the whole thing, right? So we have a one-shot of him. Lex Luthor, one Lex to kill them all. So there's Lex Luthor. He's got dead bodies all over the floor, and I want to see if this kind of gives you an idea of, you know, more of, obviously we know who Lex Luthor is, but what he is, what his plan is for this whole Year of Villain type of situation. Here's the interior artwork in here. So here's some more. There's, it looks like 9/11 type of situation happening there. Yeah, it's like almost like a cheap knockoff of Doctor Doom and Darkseid in one character, you know? So here's this going on. So I don't know what to expect for this book, but again, if it gives you more insight of what Year in the Villain is, or if it leads into that main event, or if it's just these books are all highlighting, I still don't really know what it is. So this is $4.99. All right, moving on. Continuing Year of the Villain, Evil Unleashed. Stop, Crush. We know you betrayed us. So Crush is the betrayer of the Teen Titans. This is Teen Titans issue 34. I love this book. I've said it so many times when I put these books in my hauls, and I let you guys know that this one is a cool book to pick up. You got to pick it up, I think, at issue 20. I think we're about 14 issues in when it comes to this main series. It looks like the Jinn is the one that she's missing her ring, and the ring has a lot of power. So how do our Teen Titans handle this whole situation now? Crush looks like to be very angry at Kid Flash here. So I don't know, but I like the artwork in the book. I always have. The writer is was it Adam Glass? I think it is. He's been writing a great team book. Definitely one of my favorite books from DC right now. So, and it's not Brian Michael Bendis writing it, right? So here we go. Teen Titans, issue 34. Next, probably the biggest book of DC this week that people are maybe looking forward to, especially if they read Heroes in Crisis. This is Flash Forward. This is issue 1. Has Wally West on there. 6-issue miniseries. Will it come out on time? I don't know. We'll see. Lavelle is the actual writer on this, and Brett Booth does the artwork. Now, I like Brett Booth's artwork, and it looks like it has the character from Sideways on there. So that's kind of cool, too. Maybe Sideways will make an appearance in this book. That would be pretty awesome. I'm missing Sideways. I love that series too. So it looks like it's going to recap a little bit of what happened in Heroes in Crisis and what's going through Wally West's head. Looks like we're going to be dealing with him being in jail and how he, you know, I guess fixes himself, or how he recuperates, or the aftermath of everything that happened in Heroes in Crisis. So I am looking forward to this book. I would like a good Wally West book. And a lot of fans of Wally West might, you know, this might be the redeeming factor of Heroes in Crisis, right? A lot of people were upset because in Rebirth they just brought Wally West back, and then they thought they killed him, and then now he's this bad guy, and so people had a lot of things to say about Heroes in Crisis. But maybe this could be a redeeming factor for it. If you go out and you buy this book, guys, remember $3.99, not a bad price, regular price. All right, moving forward now, we move on to the Marvel books now. Dead Man Logan. This is part 11 of 12. Really looking forward to this one. Again, will Old Man Logan, okay, die? Will he go away? He's literally the last thing left of Secret Wars, at least from what I can remember anyway, because he spilled out into the pages from Secret Wars into the main Marvel Universe. So we get to see Logan dealing with Sabretooth in this issue. They've kidnapped little Bruce Banner or little Hulk or whatever it is, Hulk's grandkid or son or whatever the case may be. It's been an awesome series. I've really enjoyed it. This definitely has exceeded my expectations as a final series for Old Man Logan or Dead Man Logan, whatever you want to call it. And I thought I was going to drop this after issue 2, and I'm still on it at issue 11, and I'm going to finish it. If you haven't read it at this point, this could be great trade material for you guys. All right, here we go. Moving forward. Issue 9 of Guardians of the Galaxy, okay? This is a cool book by Donny Cates. I definitely suggest, if you can't get the other issues, again, wait for it to come out and trade. This has to deal with Rocket Raccoon. He is dying in this series, and this has major implications in the cosmic universe. This run will be done at issue 12. So Donny Cates' story will complete here, but does it have further ramifications in the cosmic universe where he's going to be writing an event there? Does it go into that new incoming event that's coming out? There's a lot of things here. So here's some of the interior artwork in here. And love the last issue of this because we dealt with Rocket as well when it comes to like his origin story and how he's been sick and all that stuff. So here's some of the artwork in here too, if this helps you make a decision on which comics to buy. So here is issue 9. All right, so moving on, go to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, issue 12. Oh my God, Spider-Man is dead. That's basically what like the solicitation said. What happened to Spider-Man? The dude's not dead. It's probably someone posing as Spider-Man, right? Here's Spider-Man right here in the cover. He's in action. He's got his spider sense going. There's no way that Spidey dies. Because how are you going to finish the Absolute Carnage events, right? When does this book take place? Who knows? But here's some of the artwork in here. Tom Taylor is the one who is actually writing this book as well. So, it's got some good moments in here. Kind of hits home for a lot of people. It's a street-level character. Here we have MJ in the book as well, and she was really well done in the last issue of this. So curious to see what's happening in this story arc. So this is issue 12. Next, well, you got Absolute Carnage, issue 3. Really looking forward to seeing what happens here. At the end of the last issue, you wind up getting to see Miles Morales as he was possessed by Carnage, and now he's working for his little crony group or his little cult or whatever it is that he's working for. And Carnage slowly gaining control. He's capturing all the heroes, making them into symbiotes, and he's going to tear out their spines to get their codexes when all thing is dead, and then, or all things are said and done, and then he's going to become the ultimate Null. He's going to, resurrect them from the dead. Here's some interior artwork done by Ryan Stegman. Hopefully I won't show you too much in this because I don't want to spoil anything, but check out that art page there with the Avengers in this particular book. And here's some more stuff in here as Eddie Brock is shaking hands with Captain America, and he's meeting Dylan, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to issue 3. See what happens. Maybe it's a slower issue this time to develop more story there. All right. So whenever there's Absolute Carnage, there is the Absolute Carnage tie-in. This is Lethal Protectors issue 2. This has to do with the Misty Knight Iron Fist story. They resurrected Demogoblin or Demon Goblin Girl, whatever it is. She's part like Screech and Demogoblin and 2 characters into one. And then Carnage was supposed to eat her, and now she's escaped, and his little cult's been following after her. I like this book. It was fun. It's off the heels off of the one-shot Web of Venom. Forgot the main title of it, but it was cool. And you can see all this different panel layout, which I think is kind of neat too. But yeah, this could be a fun book. Again, when it comes to the tie-ins, it's what you can afford, right? At the end of the day. And I think if there is a tie-in that you should read, because Donny Cates writes that as well, is the Venom book. So if you just read Absolute Carnage and Venom, I think you would be good. All the other tie-ins just give you an added experience to the story, okay? All right, so it looks like the last Spider-Man book of the day that we're going to be talking about is J.J. Abrams and Henry Abrams. This is Spider-Man. This is issue 1. Here we got Spider-Man on the cover with a Mary Jane Watson, okay? So this story is I'm very curious here. You know, his son's helping writing it, and here we have some of this interior artwork that you see. A little darker looking tone. Here we get to see a new enemy I don't think that we've ever seen before in this Marvel universe, and there's some crazy shit that looks like that happens in here. Does it take place in a different universe? I don't know. It's interesting, and it looks like it takes place like 12 years later. So then, yes, maybe it does take place in a different universe. So there you have it. There's Spider-Man issue 1, the limited series. Next, we have Valkyrie issue 3. Great series. We got a feel of what this series is going to be like for the first 2 issues. Who Jane Foster is, what her power sets are, how she feels as a hero, the responsibilities that she has, and now we get to see the story kind of unfold here. Gorgeous artwork in this book. Jason Aaron is the one that writes it, so again, he continues his stories on Thor. Looks like real heavy inks in this particular book. You know, that really makes the characters kind of pop a little bit. Check out this cool 2-page spread. That's really cool, man. That's good stuff. I would give this a shot, guys. I think this was good. I really do. This is a surprise book for me. I didn't think I would like it. So that's Valkyrie issue 3. All right, so next we wound up getting House of X. This is issue 5. I think the last House of X was really well done. I think that's where we got the last crazy issue with all this action and stuff that happened. Here's some of the interior artwork. We got a bunch of naked X-Men in here. I did not expect that. I opened up the first page and there's a naked Cyclops and naked, you know, Jean Grey and Wolverine. And the only person that's dressed is Storm. Why does she still have clothes? Maybe it has to do with weather, and I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they've been reborn again. Maybe that's what happens, because a lot of them died in the last issue. So maybe that's what happened. So we'll have to see what goes on in this book. Don't forget Hickman and his little encyclopedia, charts, graphs, maps, resurrections. It looks like that's what's happening there. So we got Emma Frost in there. It's like she's the lawyer. So cool book. I'm looking forward to it. Again, issue 5 of 6. The next one is going to be the conclusion to this, and then we get the new X-Men books. All right, as I spit on the camera. Next, so we talked about variant books. Another House of X book here. I got the Nightcrawler variant. I thought this one was cool, as you get to see Nightcrawler. He bamps into action, and you see him in the nighttime. He's like jumping over to the people that are, you know, casting him out with the pitchforks and torches and stuff like that. Really nice looking cover there. So try to get the computer screen out of the way. So that's pretty neat. So awesome stuff. And then last but not least, guys, for this week's haul, I wound up getting an Absolute Carnage variant cover. I want to say this is a 1 in 25. I'm not 100% sure, but obviously the Cult of Carnage variant, as we get to see Doppelganger going against Venom here, and we get to see all this crazy green slime action in there, and yeah, it's really cool. I guess it's Jason Gideon is the artist, if I said it correctly. But yeah, really nice details. It goes into him, you know, in the backgrounds there, and then just look at the eyes, you know, that's really cool, and the teeth and all that stuff. So really cool looking cover. I was like, yeah, this is going to be the cover that I never touch. I'll just put it in the box, look at it every once in a while, appreciate it, and then have the other copy as the reading copy. So, guys, there you have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I want to know what you picked up in the comment section below. Maybe the books that you're most likely to read. And again, guys, if you like this video, please give it that thumbs up and a like and a subscribe and bells and all that other stuff. So as always, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching the channel. And as always, you've been watching Comic Book Corner 2.0.